Before the fight, designate half of your raid to go into the spirit realm and the other half not to. You can click the fonts around the outer edge of the room to go into the realm, which should be done before the fight starts. You cannot target a player in the opposing realm, however you can see a shadowy figure of them. On Heroic, you should have half of the raid in the realm on the left side and the other half not in the realm on the right side. This is because standing on a player in the opposing realm will deal damage to you both. In the spirit realm, you'll fight Soul Queen Dejana, which shares health with the Engine of Souls that those in the corporal realm are fighting. It's a good idea to have the tank with better magic reduction to go into the spirit realm. This is because the Soul Queen will cast Crush Mind, which deals a large burst of shadow damage. The Soul Queen will cast Soulbind on one player in each realm. These players should walk through each other. On Heroic, these individuals will take a lot of damage since they'll be stacked for a second, so healers be ready for that. The Soul Queen will cast Wailing Souls very infrequently. It lasts a full minute and deals damage to everyone in the spirit realm. On Heroic, she'll cast Wither on random members, which lasts for a minute and doubles the damage that Wailing Souls does to that person. If you have Wither, then try and interact with the font to go back into the corporal realm, then back to the spirit realm once it falls off. There will be adds in the spirit realm, one of which are soul residue adds, which spawn 3 at a time and should be tanked. As these guys move, they leave behind green goo on the ground that no one should stand in. They should die ASAP. Try to kill one at a time because when they die, they deal quite a bit of shadow damage to anyone within 5 yards of them and knock them back. There will also be 2 fallen priestesses in the spirit realm that should be tanked. These priestesses will cast spirit chains on random members, slowing them and making it so they can't interact with the fonts. Healers dispel this. The priestesses will cast an interruptible spell on players called Shattering Scream. Don't interrupt this immediately. There are adds in the corporal realm that get a bone cage armor at 50% health that reduce their damage taken by 95%. If someone in the spirit realm gets Shattering Scream, then they should run over to where the adds are being tanked in the corporal realm. A good place to tank those adds is right against the Engine of Souls. Communicate with your raid so that when the adds in the corporal realm don't have bone cage armor, then you're safe to interrupt Shattering Scream. On Heroic, even though this damage is unavoidable for the most part, no corporal realm players besides the tank should stand by the adds when the Shattering Scream player is getting rid of the armor. Now for the corporal realm. There will be collapsing fissures that spawn on players that are easy to see in the corporal realm, but not so easy in the spirit realm. Don't stand in these because they deal a lot of shadow damage. The Engine of Souls will do a minute-long cast called Tormented Cries, which individual players will get marked for 5 seconds. When the time is up, he'll spit a shadowy goo wedge towards that player's location. This hurts and silences players standing in it. This Vict is also in the spirit realm, so watch out for that. Players marked with this should stand to the edges of the room and get them as close as they can to take up less room. There will be a reanimated Templar ad that'll do a Rupturing Slam that causes 4 waves to emit out of the sides of him. Don't get hit by these. There will also be 2 ghastly Bone Warden ads. Range should spread out for them because they'll put a Grasping Darkness debuff on people that bounce to others within 5 yards of them. Once again, all these ads will gain a Bone Cage armor buff when they reach 50% health that someone in the spirit realm with a Shattering Scream has to remove. On Heroic, the Engine of Souls will cast Spear of Anguish on random non-tank players. This player has 6 seconds to move in the middle or back away from players, because once it expires, it puts that player in the spirit realm and deals damage to anyone within 5 yards of them, and they want to move to their opposite side to avoid the damage that's caused from stacking on a player in the opposite realm. This will also put a big healing absorption shield on them that healers in the spirit realm should quickly heal off. Then they can go to a font and back to the corporal realm. Phase 2 begins at 30%. At this point, the Desolate host will break free of the Engine of Souls in both realms. The Desolate hosts of course share health pools, but have more health than the Queen and the Engine of Souls who are still alive. Players should finish off their respective bosses before moving on to the Desolate host. When the Desolate host casts Sundering Doom, move into the boss to split the damage in the corporal realm and away in the spirit realm. The further you are, the less damage. When the Desolate host casts Doom Suffering, stack up to split the damage in the spirit realm, but move away in the corporal realm.